Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing, and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting the whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. What's happening? Welcome. Y'all come on in and hit the thumbs up button. Hit that button so we can go live. We can really go live on some of this news out here in this street. We just got a few things to talk about. I'm not going to hold y'all the whole 2 hours. I'm finna go ahead and get on in and get on that. Looking at numbers is low. Makes no sense for me to really rock for 2 hours tonight. That's not what I'm finna do. We have 54 with the thumbs up. Let's go ahead and get the thumbs up to 100 as fast as we can. And as a matter of fact, I may not even wait till we get to 100. I may just change it in my mind on when I want to stop. When I want to start this show. Philadelphia is up in the building. What it do? Say the 302 Delaware that I made on up in the church. What's happening? H-Town is up in the building. Come on in. Today is July the 17th, 2025. Thank y'all for being here. Remember, y'all go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Subscribe to the website. Please go around to the Willie Williams Show or the Willie Williams Show 4 channel, 7 channel, accept and agree channel. Subscribe. Share. Do not be afraid. Go ahead on and do that right there. Tennessee is up in the building. What's happening? North Carolina is up in this thing. Fayetteville, North Carolina is checking on in. Say what to do, Pastor Willie. What's happening in chat fam? What's going on? Virginia Beach, Virginia is up in the building. Come on in the house. Do not be afraid, y'all. Shout out to Brittany for the $5 cash app. Say keep your head up. You know I be trying to keep my head. I be trying to stay strong. I be trying to stay strong like a single mom out here in these streets, man. But sometimes it just beat your head down. It just be beating me down out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to hold on. And they want $1,500 for that. Sometimes I just be trying to hold on. South Carolina said the 803 is up in the building. What's happening? The 414 Milwaukee is checking on in the place to be. What it do? What's happening? I'm just chilling. But I done found me something to get into. And I'm ready to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was into it before I had came on, and then I had to stop and said, I got to come on around here because we were having issues earlier, and I really didn't get a chance to feel myself earlier. So, it tore me down just a little bit, and I wanted to cry, but I try to keep the tears in my eye 'cause I'm a man, and I got to be a man, and I cannot show my emotional side. I cannot show, like they say, my feminine side. Can't show it because I got to protect and provide, do all that fly stuff right there. Don't cry, get up, scrape your knee off. Get back on the bicycle. Ain't that how we would talk? Shout out on the Bronx, New Yorkers in the big city. What poppin' Pastor Lake these 30 minutes of fire. What's happening? Appreciate that right there. Shout out to Mr. Gino for the $5 super chat. He say lay the law down, Willie. I'm going to try to, and I'm going to try to keep it like with my head up. It's difficult, though. It's real difficult. I'm gonna try to hold it together. I'm gonna try to be strong. I'm gonna try to be presidential. I'm gonna try to be real presidential out here in these streets while I do my doggone job. Hold up. Let me get a refresh. We at 75. We're at 75. As a matter of fact, let me go on and get it together. So I just go ahead on and start talking. Let me grab that, hit that. Let me see. We ain't doing nothing with that right there. All right, bam. I don't need much want to wait because I just want to get it over with. I want to get back to doing what I was doing, and I was excited. I was happy with what I was doing, and then when I realized I had to come to work at 7 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? It's damn near like depression again. I don't know. Say, Willie, don't let these folks play with your emotions. I'm trying not to. Content creators are people with lives too. That's a fact. Say the 334 the Gun Monkey Town is up in the building. What's happening? He said we still here for you. He said we may not come back to what? We may not come back to Whitey, but we'll we may not come back to YT. But we'll go to that green one and holler at you over there. I appreciate that right there because I am around there too. I am around there. I'm on the green. I'm on the green and the blue. I'm on the green and the blue also. We're screaming live on the green and the blue also. Can't tell you what it is, but the links is down there in the description. You know what I'm saying? I can point to them. I got bam and bam. I can point to them. We also around there in case y'all would like to go around it. Damn, I hold on, man. I'm trying to find it. Damn throttle body. Crazy out here in these streets. Not a throttle body, a damn intake. I'm trying to find an intake, a used intake. Oh, boy, I'm having times, but I guess it's fun. It's fun. Look, oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Need to find one off eBay. Oh, damn, is that much on eBay? It's a problem. Anyway, I saw a few things, and I'm just going to see if we could just let the stories shine for themselves. They say the 414 Milwaukee, that Kill Walker checking on the place to be around there, over there on the green. Appreciate y'all. Say support. Say let's get it past. I appreciate you being around there. For real, though. For real, though. Remember, y'all, no matter where you at, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. They have a thing out here called Black Girls. They have a thing around here called Black Girls. They have a justice for Black girls to give away school supplies in D.C. Justice for Black girls to give away school supplies in D.C. We got to really ask ourselves, do we really care about children or do we just care about girls? It's a Black girls to give away school supplies. Justice for Black girls. Justice for Black girls. Give away school. Oh, maybe I got it wrong. It says Justice for Black girls. So I'm guessing that organization is giving away school supplies. Oh, I thought that they was like, we only giving school supplies to Black girls. I'm about to get confused out here in the doggone street. But anyway, because I was just thinking about the Black boys. I'm like, well, they got brothers and stuff. They got little cousins. They don't want to, but that's not what it means. Go ahead on and put this up on the screen. I have never heard of Justice for Black girls. So this is something new, and this is happening up in D.C. They got a little organization. Do you think?
Okay, if you can believe it, we're halfway through summer, which means it's almost...
Don't do it like that.
I didn't go to college right after high school.
A whole bunch of people didn't go to college right after high school because they wanted to take that year off. That got to be the worst thing that you could ever do when it comes down to education. Go ahead.
We're halfway through summer, which means it's almost time to send the kids back to school. Almost. An organization focused on supporting young Black girls is hosting a pop-up event in D.C. This is happening tomorrow in the DuPont Circle area. Justice for Black Girls aims to inspire young girls to become civic leaders in their communities. The group supports Black girls across the country while educating and amplifying their voices. Tomorrow, Justice for Black Girls is collaborating with 4LG, a school supplies brand, to donate hundreds of items to the community. We're talking about pencils, notebooks, folders, some of the key things you need to start school. The group's founder wants young people who attend this event to really feel a sense of security.
You said that you was in D.C. and you haven't heard of it either? Oh, wow. Oh, so they're not like popular like that right there? Go ahead.
Anytime any Black girl enters...
Hell no. See, this that little beat face thing. This that little beat face. Why is y'all out here like that and then be talking about y'all black girls and shit like that right now? Now she could be AKA with a little filter on. I have no idea, paperback brown, but that shit, that beat, that's not regular. Face look like Photoshop. Go ahead.
Justice for Black Girls Space, what I want them to leave with is the knowingness that they are brilliant, powerful, sacred, wonderful, not in spite of their black girlhoods, but because of it. Too many black girls are wondering how they can navigate life and feel powerful, brilliant, bold, in spite of, and I want them to know that what makes them other is actually what makes them magical.
What makes them magical. Y'all got to stop putting these titles on black children. Y'all got to stop making black children feel like they superheroes and shit, especially black girls. And the one thing that I would love for Justice for Black Girls to do is, why don't y'all promote being black? Why don't y'all promote being happy with your melanin? Why don't y'all promote being happy with your hair? To the black girls. Why don't y'all do that part there? But you all would never. You all would never. See, this is something that she wants to promote, the magical shit. That shit's not helping them in the damn future. But I want to also point something out that they said that they want to do, like in the community. Watch this, watch. They want them to be civic leaders or something?
Well, educating and amplifying their voices. Tomorrow, Justice for Black Girls is collaborating with 4LG, a school supplies brand, to donate hundreds of items to the community. We're talking about pencils, notebooks, folders, some of the key things you need to start school. The group's founder wants young people who attend this event to really feel a sense of security.
She's the founder. So in my mind, I am thinking that she is her in the middle. Is it her in the middle? Because if it's her in the middle, she don't look like this one right here who talking. Well, as far as her face, see, her face don't look beat right here. But she got on makeup, but her face not beat. I just wish that more darker hue women would present themselves like darker hue women and not something else. And then you trying to talk to the young black girls about having high self-esteem and all that little dumb shit. This shit's stupid if you're not showing that you got high self-esteem. I know y'all talk like y'all do, but damn it, the children pay attention to what they see, not what they hear all the time.
A sense of security.
Anytime any black girl enters Justice for Black Girls Space, what I want them to leave with is the knowingness that they are brilliant, powerful, sacred, wonderful, not in spite of their black girlhoods, but because of it. Too many black girls are wondering how they can navigate life and feel powerful, brilliant, bold, in spite of, and I want them to know that what makes them other is actually what makes them magical.
What the other makes them magical? What is this magical shit? Oh my God, that's fairy tale speech. We got to stop doing that, because once they get out here in these goddamn streets, once they get a taste of the streets and really, really understand what life is really about, and once they really in living in reality about being an adult, and they see it from a adult standpoint now, because now they're not a child. This is why they fail a lot. We are teaching them how to be musicians. They're teaching them magical shit. We got to stop it, dog. I promise.
And you can stop by the pop-up in DuPont tomorrow. It's from noon to 3 p.m. It's free to attend. If you'd like to get a ticket, head to the Justice for Black Girls Instagram page.
Head to the Black Girls Instagram page and shout out to them for trying to do something. Shout out them for trying to do something. I'm not going to knock them for trying to do something, but why y'all not? I don't understand why these little organizations don't be focusing on the bigger problem. The bigger problem. Y'all got to teach these little girls reality. Teach them reality. You say, Willie, this is the LGBTQ stuff? No. He said, now this is grooming. Well, they did say that they was joining up with the LG, with the 4LG company, but that's not the LGBT community. That's a school supply company or something like that right there. But shout them out for at least trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be knocking folk down for them putting in work. Go ahead on and put your work in, but I just, we all see things just a little bit different. Women just don't see shit as reality. Not all. You know what I'm saying? They don't see things as reality. They want to be magical and shit. That's a Disney equals Disney fairy tale. It's all a fairy tale, dog, because ladies, y'all know that shit, that magical shit is a fairy tale. Y'all out here living real life. Ain't nothing magical about this shit. Nothing. Ain't nothing y'all do is magical. Hell, well, y'all know how we got to do it. Hold on. Magical. Magical, relating to, using, or resembling magic. Synonyms: supernatural, magic, occult, mystical, mystic, paranormal, remarkable, exceptional, outstanding, incredible, extraordinary. The second definition: beautiful or delightful in such a way as to seem removed from everyday life. Does any of those fit who y'all is today? Huh? Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash out. You say Harry Houdini was magical too. Facts. Houdini, for real though. Relating to or using or resembling magic. That's the definition of magical. So I'm not trying to tear nobody down. We like to use definitions around here. Black girl magic. I don't see anything that's magical. I don't see it. I've never seen it. Y'all is just human beings who is trying to make it through life just like the rest of the human beings. You got to stop with this BS, dog. Is it people failing because of the way that we is raising and teaching and trying to guide the children? It's BS. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. There's so many people across the country, like I've been trying to speak about pretty much almost every day, and I'm doing this on purpose. I will keep trying to tell y'all every time they come up, talk about SNAP and shit like that right there, food and housing and all that. We got to speak on food and housing because that's the most important thing. Food and housing need to come before every doggone thing in your life. A roof over your head and nourishment. At least with that way, we can keep the party going, you know. Lights come after all that right there. Water come after all that right there. Hell, you need water more than you need lights. But substance or roof. The top two things. SNAP benefits is being stolen at an alarming rate because they keep doing stories on it. So it's happening a lot. Where we have a situation to where a woman has experienced stolen benefits and homelessness. Now, I'm not just showing y'all this just to be repetitive and keep showing y'all the same shit. That's not what I'm trying to do. I watched this one and I'm like, ooh, did I hear what I just had and heard? We have a reporter who is finna comment after the woman who is going through trials and tribulations. Give all the glory to God. I said, ain't nowhere in the hell I'm going to let this video pass me by. No, I got to give it to y'all to hear a man have something to say when someone says, I have to give all glory and or all credit to God. Pay attention.
Tonight, we want to share a story of rising from rock bottom to a new high in life. A mother and her son fell victim to SNAP skimming, a crime where somebody's SNAP food benefit card is compromised and their account is emptied. Around the same time, they lost the roof over their heads, their home. Just as it seemed life could not get any worse, things really turned around. Our reporter Gage Golding has their story and message for others going through something very similar.
They left me with $13 on my card.
We first met Kimberly Edwards back in April. We did this interview in a hotel room that she and her son called home. They lived right here for more than a year.
My son,
to put it lightly, they were down on their luck.
I ended up losing everything. My car, being evicted May of last year.
Her SNAP benefits being stolen was just the latest kick by life. That is until a few days later. The hotel kicked them out on the street.
It was our rock bottom.
Now, fast forward to today.
This the new place?
Yep. This is a new place.
Their life has totally turned around. What was the feeling you got walking in here for the first time?
It was just like almost overwhelmed. I was so excited.
Kimberly and her son Braden just moved into this townhouse, something that just 2 months ago was so far out of reach it wasn't even a thought in their mind.
It feels really safe.
How were you able to find this place and get into this place? How was this possible?
God, it was.
How was you able to find this place? See, and this, go ahead, sister.
Wasn't even a thought in their mind.
It feels really safe.
How were you able to find this place and get into this?
My bad. Y'all ain't see none of it. Run it back.
Rising from rock bottom to a new high in life. A mother and her son fell victim to SNAP skimming, a crime where somebody's SNAP food benefit card is compromised and their account is emptied. Around the same time, they lost the roof over their heads, their home. Just as it seemed life could not get any worse, things really turned around. Our reporter Gage Golding has their story and message for others going through something very similar.
They left me with $13 on my card.
We first met Kimberly Edwards back in April. We did this interview in a hotel room that she and her son called home. They lived right here for more than a year. To put it lightly, they were down on their luck.
I ended up losing everything. My car, being evicted May of last year.
Her SNAP benefits being stolen was just the latest kick by life. That is until a few days later, the hotel kicked them out on the street.
It was our rock bottom.
Now, fast forward to today.
This the new place?
Yep. This is a new place.
Their life has totally turned around.
What was the feeling you got walking in here for the first time?
It was just like almost overwhelmed. I was so excited.
Kimberly and her son Braden just moved into this townhouse, something that just 2 months ago was so far out of reach it wasn't even a thought in their mind.
It feels really safe.
You said that they took yours and left you with 63 cents? Wow.
How were you able to find this place and get into this place? How was this possible?
God. It wasn't by my own power or strength. It was God.
But she can't credit it all to the man upstairs.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Come on, pimp. Say it one more time.
On power or strength, it was God.
But she can't credit it all to the man upstairs.
I like to hear brothers say she can't credit it all to the man upstairs. Why would he say something like that? Oh, listen.
You see, her story has driven Houstonians to do what we do best, help one another. A small local nonprofit gave her some money to buy food.
When I seen the segment, it really touched us.
But that's just the start. Her story moving others to lend a hand, helping her get this townhome and move in just a few weeks ago. It's the first steady roof over her and her son's head in more than a year.
Did you ever see any of this coming out of that story sitting in your hotel room?
No, I didn't. But I'm so glad that I didn't give up.
And that's her message to the dozens of others who are waking up to find their SNAP accounts drained. Don't give up.
Just as things can be terrible, bad, you don't think they can get any worse. Your life, your situation, it can change just like that.
In Houston, Gage Golding, KPRC.
Do y'all even understand that things like this will make people stop helping? Shout out to David for the $2 super chat. He say that's not her son, that's her grown ass man. Bam. That's it. You mean that's her son husband? That's her son husband. Listen, and I want all of my religious folk to really understand this. I've been paying attention for a long time, and I have watched when people have asked people for money, asked people for food and all that, and then they want to thank God. Look at the face of the person who is actually helping after somebody say, thank God. I've really been paying attention for over decades. That should be cute earlier in life, but as you get older and you work your behind off for what you got and you want to help someone out, and the first person or entity that they give credit to is the entity that did not just pass them $20, $30, $50, $100. Did not just pass them food, and the first person that they want to give credit to is the one who didn't do anything at that time. Start paying attention to people's face. Times is changing, y'all. I'm telling y'all something. And you all is not paying attention to it, which you shouldn't have to pay attention to it. But these are some of the things that I be paying attention to, and I have been paying attention to. This man had to correct what she said because he understand people came together to help feed her and her child and give her a place to stay, help her get into a place to stay. Now listen, you good people. If you want to get God credit, do what you doing. Y'all got to stop giving God credit first, especially in people's face. That shit, in my opinion, that's so disrespectful. Shout out to Prophet May for the $5 cash app. Say happy birthday to Dominique Alexandria. Dad loves you. Happy birthday to your daughter out here in these streets. Shout that happy birthday to Dominique. Glad that you made it. Hope that you make many more. Enjoy your doggone birthday. Do that, and keep making the same decisions that you've been making, and or continue to make the right decisions to stay on earth for another year and another year and another year. Got to be more careful. Have many, many more. That's what I'm talking about. So I want y'all to understand, because I know that this is how we was raised. I get it. We was raised to give God the glory. Give God the glory for everything. But no. Human beings have feelings too.
Something that just 2 months ago was so far out of reach it wasn't even a thought in their mind.
It feels really safe.
How were you able
Feels really safe
to find this place and get into this place? How was this possible?
God.
That's not entirely true, baby. How did she find this place? How did she get into this place? She's God. No. The people is out here putting in work.
It wasn't by my own power or strength, it was God.
But she can't credit it all to the man upstairs. You see, her story has driven Houstonians to do what we do best.
People in Houston do and did what they do best. Came together with their money and their time and helped put her and her child, her son, in a place. Now listen. Like I said, you can still give God the glory. I just don't like when people don't give the people who is actually in the physical helping your behind out. You all would not give that person or persons credit. And I'm not even saying that they is asking for the credit. I'm saying me personally, I would just like to hear y'all give these people credit, because this is their hard-earned money. You know, money that you ain't have. Come on now. You say, where's her baby daddy? You know we don't know where the goddamn daddy's at. He said, can you pay your rent with Snap? Nope. He said, Killer Mike looking. Listen. I've always thought that was a problem. Now, even back when I was a believer, I always thought that, okay, so everything I do right, that's God, and everything I do wrong is either me or the devil. So all the positives is God. All right. So if I'm able to re-up, if I can bring back a 4.5, y'all do know that is a positive. So if I'm able to bring back a 4.5, am I supposed to give glory to God? If I'm out fandangling on the weekend and I'm trying to pick up a little something, but I end up getting me 2 for 1, that is a positive. And am I supposed to give glory to God? Because only the positives go to God. The negatives is you or the devil. I always thought that was a problem. Be careful, because people will and have slowed down on doing things for people, because they're like, I realized this like back in my 20s. Used to work, people working and stuff like that. We may come together to have an eatery, a barbecue, or something like that. We want to pray now. We want to thank God for the food that we about to receive. And I went to thinking, I just bought 5 cases of ribs, chicken, ice, charcoal, lighter fluid, aluminum pans, aluminum foil. I just spent damn near $1,000. We would like to thank God. This was like in my 20s, and I felt some type of way. Like, hold on, did you know what I had to go through to get that paper? And somebody take a penitentiary chance and shit, and you, no? All right. I think that's kind of what started me to really, really be like, dog, that shit don't make no sense to me. It really don't make no sense for me. If I don't work, I don't pay my bills, right? But if I'm able to pay my bills, it's glory to God. What? If I don't pay my bills, there's something wrong that you're doing, Willie. It's your fault. Oh, okay. All right. Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much over you. Shout out to our lighter hue brother who had done checked that right there. No, she can't give it all to God. She can't give it all to God. People that came together. People in the community came together. Let's give them some glory out here in these streets. Moving right along. Remember last week the way we had done talked about you peoples in communities the way you're not supposed to be at because it's the summer and y'all going to like the little summer pools and all that fly shit right there, smoking and drinking and being all in your little bathing suits and stuff. Got your ass out in your bathing suits and stuff. We ain't tripping. Hey. And they say it's teens. There's a whole bunch of teens out here in bathing suits, and we ain't supposed to be looking. But they in bathing suits. Let me go ahead on and show it to you. Right here, we got new body cam footage who shows the chaotic teens takeover. You know when they shut down the pool? They shut down the pool from everybody else at the community pool. Because these fools done came out there smoking, drinking, and, soliciting, trying to hunch and pee in people's yards. Here you go.
UGN is shedding more light on a teen takeover earlier this month in Glen Ellen.
Yeah, the incident fueling concerns among residents there and village employees. WGN's Courtney Spinelli now, live in our newsroom with more on what we have seen. Courtney.
Yeah, Mike, I'm Ray. Since the July 5th incident, there hasn't been word of any other issues at the Sunset Pool in Glen Ellen, but it is believed this was organized on social media, initially planned for somewhere else, before the group instead decided to go here.
I probably confiscated 40 things of alcohol.
Wow.
Vapes.
On a hot holiday weekend, a day at Sunset Pool taking a turn as an estimated 200 to 300 teens and young adults showed up unexpectedly. The flood of people prompting immediate concerns from pool goers.
It seems like a horde of kids are just coming in.
Shout out to the cameraman then.
The marijuana carrying coolers in.
New body-worn camera video from Glen Ellen police shows the response just before 5 on the evening of July 5th.
So we're not supposed to be looking at these bodies because they say that it's teens. So y'all close your eyes. Close your eyes and play like you don't see what you see.
The crowd shown lingering inside and outside the gates.
I need them all out.
This manager visibly upset after being pushed into the lap pool moments before this. At least one young man tried to help the woman, but she told officers others were not listening. On top of some going in without paying, police say people in the group were smoking pot, drinking alcohol, and setting off fireworks. Someone in the back of a silver SUV caught on camera dropping one out of the window. Right after this happened. In a crowded parking lot, yet another moments later.
Go home, property is closed.
No major injuries or property damage was reported according to the village, but it took some time for police to get the group to leave, some pushing back at officers.
Which way? Why is he touching me? I'm trying to get to my vehicle. Then go. Go to your vehicle.
While at least one person appeared apologetic. Police had to call in backup from area agencies to help disperse the crowd, many blocking the parking lot and street.
Go.
As officers tried to get everyone out.
Hey, start going. Let's go.
Including families who were trying to beat the 90-plus degree heat, also forced to leave as the pool was shut down.
I need 5 more cars to Sunset Pool. Everybody out here going to jail.
Aside from one arrest for illegal use of fireworks, no other arrests have been announced. The Village of Glen Ellen, in an update on its website, says it recognizes the community's concern over incidents like this. Additional security measures were put into place this past weekend, and the village says in the future they'll do the same if needed. In the newsroom, Courtney Spinelli, back to you.
Back it up. We'll back it up because this is something that I be around here talking about. Now listen, they blurred out all the females' faces, right? They blurred out all the females' faces, but they left their bodies showing. And if, like y'all say, a grown ass man was to look at them bodies and be attracted to them bodies, then he is the problem. Y'all even understand? If they wouldn't have not said that there's some teens that's out there, we would have not known who was teens. If we looking at the bodies and we is attracted to the bodies, you don't know who the teens, huh? But players, you will be wrong to be attracted to what you is attracted to that you just saw out there at the pool, especially if come to find out the one that you attracted to is a teen. You see how life work? You see how society work? But then they will have the majority of men, because in a situation to where we're in a society where men know you can't be honest about what you saw, and if you is attracted, you better not say, damn, look at shawty. You better not say that, right though? So we have been trained to keep it quiet. Don't say nothing. You catch that little bitch at the soda machine is on and popping. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be honest with people. You can't be honest. And this why, like we had the dude earlier who tried to pay $2,000 for a sleepover because he liked what he saw when it came to the babysitter. And I'm pretty sure that she had on clothes. I'm just saying so. I'm trying to point something out to y'all because, again, this goes back to, I be trying to tell y'all we is led to believe that we live based off the lie. We's a bunch of liars. We's a bunch of liars, and we will continue to lie. No matter how many times I tell y'all that we is a bunch of liars. You cannot speak truth. Not speak truth. If you tell a player right now, which one of these bodies is your body type? Which body is you attracted to? A player ain't gonna tell you.
In Glen Ellen, but it is believed.
No. You will have to say it without letting him know that there is adults and teens in this video. If you just say, tell me your body type, just pick out your body type.
This was organized on social.
And he'll be honest. He would be honest if you just say, pick out your body type. He would be honest. But when you say, yeah, because it's teens and adults inside this video, play ain't gonna play that game with you.
Media initially planned for somewhere else before the group instead decided to go here.
I probably confiscated 40 things of alcohol.
40 things of alcohol with a whole bunch of minors, and nobody got arrested.
Vapes.
On a hot holiday weekend, a day at Sunset Pool taking a turn as an estimated 200 to 300 teens and young adults showed up unexpectedly.
200 to 300 teens. 200 to 300.
Adults showed up unexpectedly. The flood of people.
They tried to cut this little clip out real quick. Watch this. I'm so managed, yo. Watch it. Real quick. They tried to cut her out. Now, again, they is covering up all of their faces. So we don't know who's teens and who's adults. We have no idea.
The flood of people prompting immediate concerns from pool goers.
It seems like a hordes of kids are just coming in, smoking marijuana, carrying bullets in.
New body-worn camera video from Glen Ellen Police shows the response just before 5 on the evening of July 5th. The crowd shown lingering inside and outside the gates. The crowd shown...
Now listen, you would think that this is an adult. You would literally think that this body is an adult. And for the most part, a lot of players say, yeah, I don't like that body style right now. You know, because she got the belly on her, you know.
5th, the crowd showed.
But what if this is a teenager? Can we say the same thing? Can we literally say the same thing and don't get in trouble?
Lingering inside and outside the gates.
We play too much.
This manager visibly upset after being...
But yeah, we just gonna leave it right there and we gonna move it right along. A whole bunch of you Negroes, a whole bunch of you dog-hued people just I wouldn't be surprised if in the future people is just gonna be like, no black folks. If people are just gonna be like, no black folks. Because when they showed it at the beginning, guess what they showed? A pool that was not so packed, and they showed white folk.
A weekend, a day at Sunset.
You see? They show what looks like a family. Oh, wait, hold on. God, dog, I thought I had it up on the screen. Yeah. They listen. And they be doing this here a lot, but we don't be catching it now. They do this a lot.
Holiday weekend, a day at Sunset.
They showed you a white family. It's not a lot of people here, or it's not a lot of people in this shot, but there was a lot of people here because this is the body cam. So right here at this moment, and they made sure that they capture this shot to show you little white family. Dad, mother, it looks like a daughter, son. Yeah, they probably got the dog in the car. You know what I'm saying? But they're showing y'all what looks to be peaceful with white folks in the video.
Stated 40 things of alcohol. Vapes.
On a hot holiday weekend, a day at Sunset Pool taking a turn as an estimated 200 to 300 teens and young...
Taking a turn. As soon as they say taking a turn, they put that thing right on black. Shout out to the media.
Taking a turn as an estimated 200 to 300 teens and young adults showed up unexpectedly. A flood of people prompting immediate concern.
Yeah, man. I'm just reporting the news. Y'all out here and people don't like us like that, dog. I promise you, dog. They don't want us out there like that right there. I don't want you around me either. Listen. I don't be wanting all these out there people around me like that because we just don't know how to handle situation. Oh, we don't know how to we don't know how to do stuff. We really don't know how to do stuff. And it's crazy because we may not be trying to mean harm. You know, it's just how we is sometimes, goddamn it, because when we get together, we get together. And I do understand that. But when we get together, bitch, it's finna be a movie, as y'all say out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I truly do understand. But we can't do this here around company. We can't act not around company, though. It don't sit well. I'm just trying to help move right along. I ain't going to much hold you. We round here, we own the green. We own the green and we own the blue. In case y'all don't know, links is down there in the description. I appreciate y'all for joining the player, man. Y'all make sure that y'all is giving the player a thumbs up. Listen, the thumbs ups is free. Share button is free. We got Cash App, PayPal, Super Chat. We got the GoFundMe. We got a whole bunch of things. If you would like to support a player around here, because I do need your support. They knocking me down. They keeping me from growing. They stunting my growth, as we say out here in these streets. And this is why, like, my head be down, you know. My head be down because I'm being beat down. I'm trying to stay strong. I'm trying to stay strong out here in the street. It's difficult. It's difficult. But without you, there is no me. Shout out to the stepdaddies out here in the street. Shout out to the stepdaddies out here in the street. I'm going to give y'all this one. Shout out to the stepdaddies out here in the goddamn street. Let me go ahead on and show you a little something. We got a stepdaddy who is stepdaddying. Watch this. I don't even want to give y'all the title, but go ahead.
Only on 6 home surveillance video shows what prosecutors say is a 6-year-old boy being tortured by his stepfather. It includes the boy being forced to walk around the house with a dog leash around his neck.
Tough to watch. NBC6 reporter Christian Colon joins us with that newly obtained evidence that you will see only on 6. And again, we do want to warn you, the videos are hard to see.
42-year-old Zachary Perez can be seen in this home surveillance video wearing black, holding a pink dog leash that police say is wrapped around the neck of his 6-year-old stepson.
And there's another video of the child's knee games
with a dog leash around his neck, where you can see his head jerk backwards and then forward, and then he falls and hits the floor.
And in this video from the living room, Perez is seen kicking the boy as he walks by. The recorded video that was blurred by the state attorney's office shows several incidents, like in this bedroom, where Perez is seen kicking the boy again, telling him to put his shoes on and using an expletive.
He kicked the victim in the stomach, causing him to fall backward, and struck him with a tree branch, causing an abrasion. I believe that's aggravated child abuse with torture.
Perez was arrested in May, accused of maliciously punishing his stepson, leaving him with swollen eyes and marks across his body, even his neck.
The child probably has emotional, psychological, perhaps even physical trauma and injuries that he would have suffered as a result of this horrific abuse.
Amanda Altman with Christie House, a children's advocacy center, says it's hard to understand what led this Marine Corps veteran to do what he's accused of doing.
I would, of course, be looking at the perpetrator's own past, what happened to him as a child, what trauma might he have suffered that he never got the proper interventions to overcome. Certainly possible that those things affected his decisions later in life.
Prosecutors describe Perez as a ticking time bomb, willing to hurt anyone. Court records show his arrest comes after at least 5 previous accusations of domestic violence, including one from his own 14-year-old daughter.
And in court, Perez's attorneys claims the 6-year-old mother was okay with this form of discipline, but prosecutors say there's no evidence of that. Perez has pleaded not guilty and was ordered to stay away from the boy and his mother. In Miami, Christian Colon, NBC 6 News.
Yeah, why was he ordered to stay away from the mother when the mother was okay with everything that was going on with that type of discipline? You say a lot of military service members and mental stability, a lot of people ain't know. Yeah. But the sad part is they typically don't give it to men. They typically don't point out that there may be some type of mental instability when it comes down to males. A lot of times we focus on the women when it comes down to that right there, but shout them out for saying, he's a service member. He ex-Marine. Some things probably been going on like in the childhood or something like that. So shout her out for even saying something or making the community aware that this happens to men also.
With torture.
Perez was arrested in May, accused of maliciously punishing his stepson, leaving him with swollen eyes and marks across his body, even his neck.
The child probably has emotional, psychological, perhaps even physical trauma and injuries that he would have suffered as a result of this horrific abuse.
Amanda Altman with Christie House, a children's advocacy center, says it's hard to understand what led for his own 14-year-old daughter.
And in court, Perez's attorneys claims the 6-year-old mother was okay with this form of discipline.
She showed mom was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's her man. That is her man. The child young. The child really ain't put in work. You know what I'm saying? Out here in these doggone street. But she need the man. Keep that man, sugar. You fight with your man, baby. Stick by your man, because like in 7 years, your child gonna be gone, baby. Your child gonna be gone. He really ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, rock with you like that. Mama, how you let him do me like that and all that, and then you gotta worry about them type of arguments, stuff like that. But if you stick with your man, baby, your man ain't going nowhere. Just trying to help. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Shout out to all the stepdaddies out here, man, who be chastising the children. You never know. You never know how it's gonna go. You never really know how it's gonna go. Y'all, I saw. Oh wait, no. I don't even much want to do that. Let's go ahead on and jump into what you came around here for, because I don't want to hold y'all the whole time, the whole 2 hours. We finna talk about what I like to talk about, what y'all know me to talk about. Domestic love. That's what we're finna talk about right now. Domestic love. We had a situation that happened in Florida, my state, stand your ground state. Bust a bitch and go home state. Please don't run up. We're in fear for our life state. Let me grab that. Hold on. Put the sound on. Get the sound on over here so I can just flip through these. Everybody, welcome to the stage. We welcome a player to the stage. Lil Mack Williams. Lil Mack Williams, Lil Mack Williams. They say Lil Mack Williams done killed the girlfriend and wounded her boyfriend. They say Lil Mack Williams killed his ex-girlfriend and wounds her boyfriend. All right, got to do some writing real quick. We need timelines. Timelines is what we're going to have to focus on here. Timelines is really, 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 really important when it comes down to domestic love situations when it's about an ex doing something to the ex. Yeah. Ladies, this is something that I talk about in case you're new around here. Get out your feelings. It's not about you. You still alive. So it should stop. Don't be with the complaining. Willie, I don't want to hear nothing when I'm talking. Huh? I'm trying to help you out. You should not be talking and complaining to me and arguing with me when y'all's is the ones making these damn decisions. This Lil Mack Williams, allegedly killer Lil Mack. Let's go on and get into the story. We got a couple videos that we got to go on and talk about. Here we go.
25 News investigation. We take a closer look at the criminal record of the man now charged with killing his ex-girlfriend. It happened Friday night at a home in Belgrade, where officials say Little Mack Williams fatally shot Shantae Butts, a mother of 4. Another man in...
Oh, look at that sister. Mother of 4. Look at that sister though. Oh, her representative popping. She looks slim. She don't got that big old stomach like a whole bunch of people. That baby looks slim. Beautiful smile, you know. This Lil Mack Williams. Say it again.
With killing his ex-girlfriend. It happened Friday night at a home in Belgrade, where officials say Little Mack Williams fatally shot Shantae Butts, a mother of 4. Another man in that home was also shot but survived. Our reporter Rachel Perry has learned the victim reported Williams for domestic battery and stalking within the last year.
Within the last year, reported him for stalking and battery?
Battery and stalking within the last year.
Bat and stalk.
Despite being found guilty of choking Shantae Butts in July of last year, court records showed the
July of last year, found guilty. Choking last year. That's kind of sexual, but we really ain't tripping. Go ahead.
Jail time Little Mack Williams served was 157 days, with each case after that carrying less time in jail. On Friday night, Palm Beach County Sheriff's deputies arrested Little Mack Williams, claiming he broke into this home in Belgrade before killing his ex-girlfriend, Shantae Butts. WPBF 25 News went through Williams' court records, finding several felony convictions dating back to 2014 involving at least 3 different women.
3 different women, 2014. It goes back as far as 2014. You asked a poignant question right there, Willie. Why can't these women pick a good man? It's a difficult question to answer.
The first case involving Shantae Butts, the victim in this weekend's homicide, was reported in July of 2024 when she called 911 to report Williams had forced his way into her home and choked her. He was found guilty of domestic battery by strangulation and sentenced to 157 days in jail. In October 2024, Williams served 48 days in jail for violating a no-contact order when officials say he showed up at Butts' home. A few months later, and Williams was found guilty of simple battery for breaking into Butts' home and fighting her. He served 66 days in jail.
Stop. Upon arrival, I met with Shantae Butts, the victim, and she said that while she was sleeping, her ex-boyfriend, Little Williams, who she dated for 7 years, let's write 7 years. 7 years, broke into her house and took her cell phone. Shantae said that Little began to fight with her over her cell phone, pushing her back and forth. She continued to say that there is an active injunction order against Little. Okay. So she was with him 7 years. Got that right there. Go ahead.
Roughly 10 days ago, Butts reported Williams was stalking her. Officials put out a warrant for his arrest, but just 6 days later, and he was arrested and charged in Butts' death.
There are frequent flyers when it comes to domestic violence, like in any other area of criminal law. The focus of the state of...
I just want y'all to be paying attention. That's who she picked. That's who she picked. It what it is. And I say, beautiful representative. Representative beautiful. That's what's up.
Domestic violence, like in any other area of criminal law, the focus of the state attorney's office is to go after violent offenders and habitual offenders. And in domestic violence, that's no different.
Attorney Dave Ehrenberg can't speak to this specific case, but says domestic violence cases aren't always easy to prosecute.
It's a challenge for prosecutors to get a tough sentence for these perpetrators when their past conduct may not be admitted into the trial, although it will be considered by the court at sentencing.
Saying it's important for victims to help break the cycle.
The solution here is to continue the focus on habitual offenders, but also to help educate victims to speak up and cooperate, because there is no crime that has fewer victims participating in the prosecution than in domestic violence.
Williams is now in the Palm Beach County Jail facing charges of first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. We'll have a link to resources for victims of domestic violence on our website. In Belle Glade, Rachel Perry, WPBF 25 News.
That's what's up, Rachel Belle Glade. Let's go ahead on. Oh, wait. You ain't got no video. Oh, no. That was, I got y'all up here, right? All right. 7 years. 7 years. That's what they say. Got it. Hold on. You say, oh my God, that's Muck City, Belle Glade, Florida. You already know. Uh-huh. Say Mack is gorilla pimping. That would have seemed like to me, but hey, go ahead.
The deputies boarded up. They say at least 6 children were inside of this mobile home, and they had to listen as 2 people, one of which, their mother, was shot.
She said at least 6 children was inside of the home, but she's a mother of 4. So maybe her boyfriend had 2. Remind y'all, he choked out last year. Last year, April, right? He choked out last year, April, and got like a battery charge last year. So that was like a 1 year ago thing. Here we go.
The deputies boarded up. They say at least 6 children were inside of this mobile home, and they had to listen as 2 people, one of which, their mother, was shot.
So you can't sleep right now? It's just her face. That's all I can remember.
This neighbor asked to remain anonymous for safety reasons, but she talked with me about what she witnessed Friday night after her son heard gunfire.
He said, yeah, the door's still open. So I started walking over there.
As she entered this home on State Road 715 in Belle Glade, she says she saw the shooting suspect, little Mack Williams, and even spoke with him briefly as he left the home.
I say, where the kids? He said, they in there. I asked him where she was at. He said she was dead.
The neighbor says Williams was referring to Shantae Butts, his ex and mother to his children. She went inside where 6 children greeted her.
I said, where your mama? Said she in now.
Keeping the kids out of the room, she first found Butts' boyfriend.
And I thought he was dead because he wasn't moving.
Then she spotted Butts.
She was down. I can't shake that part.
You can't shake what part?
Her eyes. How she looked.
Traumatized, but realizing the boyfriend was still alive, she tried to help.
I can just remember 1722. 17, because I was counting the seconds between his breaths.
Medics rushed the boyfriend to the hospital where he's in stable condition. Palm Beach County deputies say Williams broke in through a window, started fighting the boyfriend, and then fired multiple shots.
He had gashes in his face, like scratches. Like they had been fighting. You could tell the room they was fighting.
Checking court records, Williams has a lengthy rap sheet, pleading guilty to domestic battery by strangulation, felony battery, and drug charges. However, the witness tells me Butts never thought the relationship would cost her her life.
She was scared. She wasn't expecting it. The look on her face was like she wasn't expecting it.
Now, Williams had a warrant out for his arrest just days before this shooting happened on a burglary charge, but he wasn't picked up in time. And now he's sitting in the county jail facing a first-degree murder charge. In Belle Glade, I'm Kayla McDermott.
So what's up? That thing up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I only say player look tender-hearted, raised by his money.
On her gunfire.
He said, yeah, the door's still open.
Players, I want y'all to understand what she had done said. When she walked in the house, she noticed that the boyfriend was on the ground too, and she thought that he was dead, It clearly showed that there was a tussle, that there was a fight, because the ex had done broke into her home and they was in there tussling, fighting, and thumping, that scratches on his face and all that fly stuff right there. Players, I want y'all to understand. She got with a man. She got with another man. Have relationships with another man, knowing the type of ex she had, knowing who her baby daddy was. Huh? I want y'all to just think about it now. She just got choked out last year.
So I started walking over there.
As she entered this home on State Road 715 in Belglade, she says she saw the shooting suspect, little Mack Williams, and even spoke with him briefly as he left the home.
I say, where the kids? He said, they in there. I asked him where she was at. He said she was dead.
The neighbor says Williams was referring to Shantae Butts, his ex and mother to his children. She went inside where 6 children greeted her.
I said, where your mama? He said, she in now.
Keeping the kids out of the room, she first found Butts' boyfriend.
And I thought he was dead because he wasn't moving.
Then she spotted Butts.
She was down. I can't shake that part.
You can't shake what part?
Her eyes. How she looked.
Traumatized, but realizing the boyfriend was still alive, she tried to help.
I can just remember 1722. 1720, because I was counting the seconds between his breaths.
Medics rushed the boyfriend to the hospital where he's in stable condition. Palm Beach County deputies say Williams broke in through a window, started fighting the boyfriend, and then fired multiple shots.
So y'all also understand this right here too. This ain't the first time that he's been back round now. This was also not his first altercation with the boyfriend, just in my mind. The boyfriend was probably like, she too pretty for me to pass her up. I don't care that she got one of these baby dad. I don't care nothing about that right there. Bitch, I'm willing to die about this show. You know what I'm saying? It's probably what happened. Shout out to David for the $2 super chat. He say, why didn't she move? Great question. He's this thing called a stalker. She was with him for 7 years. And okay, so let's say that they was at least together. The last time was last year. Let's just say it. We don't know. I think that they have been broken up less than 7 years, right? And 7 years, and let's take it back to last year, which was 24, and we take 4 off that and add the 3, that'd have been 2017. So about in 2017, I'm gonna give to when they first met. He has a lengthy background. He been whooping hoes since 2014. He's been documented whooping them hoes, showing them how much he loved them since 2014. When I tell y'all that these ladies, for some reason, love a man with a background, I'm trying to tell you something. They love a man with a background, no matter how much we would be like, well, she can get somebody who got a college degree. Remember I talked about them players who was trying to be doctors? They're going to have a real, real difficult time finding a darky whose sister to have a relationship with, to have a future with. I promise you that. Put that down up there. That DV.
Survivors of domestic violence are told to speak up, document everything. But for one Belglade mother, even that wasn't enough. Tonight, we're uncovering how her death fits into a larger deadly pattern and why advocates say the system is still falling short.
The system is not there to protect you. You all is adults. That's why it still falls under decisions. You're supposed to self-preservation. It should be everything. So in your mind, you should be the first person who is trying to defend yourself, trying to keep yourself safe. The police is typically after the fact. It's not before the fact. It's typically after the fact. So when somebody trying to kill you, it's just you and them. The police is never there. But it's our decisions that have us in the ground with our picture on a t-shirt.
Uncovering how her death fits into a larger deadly pattern and why advocates say the system is still falling short. CBS 12's Katie Benty joins us live in the newsroom with that story. Katie?
Liz, Shantae Butts told deputies she was being stalked. She had the video, she filed reports, and just days later, she was shot dead in her home.
Shantae Butts was a mother of 4, shot and killed inside her Belglade home last week. Deputies say it was her son who called 911. The man accused of murdering her, Little Mack Williams, her ex, and the father of her children. Investigators say he also shot her current boyfriend who survived. Court records reveal a decade of abuse across multiple relationships. In 2024, Williams broke into Butts' home, choked her, and took her phone.
You gonna tell me, so y'all's gonna tell me that she didn't know about his background? Shout out to Weedy504 for the $2 super chat. You say, see, that's why I keep my best friend on my hip. I'm trying to tell you, keep that thing on you at all time.
He was convicted, ordered to stay away, but he came back.
Please leave.
She posted this video to Facebook of what appears to be Williams waiting at her job.
Please leave my job.
This was this year.
I have to go.
She told
Please leave my job. Either she works at a, let's say, a retirement facility or something like that, or maybe she's security or something.
Job.
Please leave my job.
It looks like a retirement facility or some, or yeah. Some type of center or something.
I have to go.
She told
Please leave my job. I believe that this was this year.
deputies he later stole her gun. Then there's this.
He stole her gun. Again, it takes me back. Maybe she was security and she was like a armed security. Maybe. So she owns a gun, or she owned a gun, and he stole your gun. He knows where you work. You wouldn't move. I do understand that that's your job and you don't want to, it's hard to change jobs. I get that part, but it's not hard to move when you've had months to move. I get it if it's like, all right, I got to get up and move today. I understand that right there. But you had time to move to where he could not find where you live at or know where you live at.
Deputies he later stole her gun. Then there's this, a log showing Williams on her doorbell camera more than 20 times in one night.
So he's at her house. I want y'all to understand. He's at her house more than 20 times. More than 20 times. We still ain't gonna move? Nah. He'll go away. He'll stop. He'll get over me. Yeah. Over 20 times. One night. I wish that they had. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is on the 4th. I can't. Oh, man. This is on the 4th of this month. This is on the 4th of July. This is on the 4th of July, where they got fireworks and shit. I don't even understand how he wasn't accidentally shot. They shooting fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know that on like the 4th of July and New Year's, that's like the easiest way to, by mistake on purpose, I don't want to say it for these people, but by mistake on purpose, make a little something happen? Huh? It's the easiest day to do it on.
Showing Williams on her doorbell camera more than 20 times in one night.
If law enforcement's being called, it's something's, going on. There's something major that's happened.
On July 5th, deputies issued a warrant for stalking, but he wasn't arrested. 6 days later, she was dead.
The homicide rate is high, especially when someone's trying to leave that abusive situation.
I told y'all this is why I advocate that we stay together. Stop trying to separate and divide.
That's when they're at the highest risk.
Advocates say survivors often do everything right and still don't make it out.
Safety planning, escape planning, all that's happening right from the minute that we get that phone call.
And it's not just Butts' case. In 2023, a Boynton Beach woman was murdered less than an hour after filing a police report about her ex.
Whoa, they gave us a new one. Say that again.
and still don't make it out.
Safety planning, escape planning, all that's happening right from the minute that we get that phone call.
And it's not just Butts' case. In 2023,
2023. I probably did that story too.
Boynton Beach woman was murdered less than an hour after filing a police report about her ex.
Y'all just can't pick them. Y'all just can't pick
is
them.
now behind bars charged with murder, attempted murder, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. But advocates say it's too late for Shantae Butts, and unless something changes, more survivors will die asking for help.
Facts. Unless something changes. And what should change around here? I know y'all asking Willie. Willie, what should change around here? Decision making. Why is all the engineers not being picked? Why do we have so many unrelationships when it comes down to like those players who's about to be doctors? The engineers, the plumbers, the AC refrigeration men, the people with trades, people with degrees, hell, the people with degrees, the people with trades, managers, like in managerial positions. Why aren't these players being picked? Why is there so many single dudes out here who actually have good jobs and good things really going for themselves? Why is that? Listen, the dudes with good jobs and not trying to knock a off out here in these doggone street, they have to compete with killers. And if y'all have not checked the scoreboard, the killer's winning. The killer's winning. The killer's got all the bad bitches. I'm sorry to tell you. It's the killers, it's the shooters, the killers, they got all the baddies. It's hard to compete with the killers and the shooters. It's really, really difficult. It's like really, really difficult. Just saying. Oh, ladies, you is the problem. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, Willie, the men need to just be able to walk away. I know that sound cute, don't it? I know. And with that little bit said, this is why you all will continue to not know how to pick them. Will not change the way how you pick them. I am so confused because you believe what a man should do instead of doing. Maybe y'all need to stop picking dudes that y'all are attracted to. Maybe y'all need to do this thing called learn to love somebody, or because you with somebody, because you have been with them, you fell in love with that person because you was just with them. You didn't have an initial attraction to that person. You know, maybe y'all need to start picking them like that because the way that you picking them is not working. The way you doing it ain't working. It's just not. I know the other dudes ain't got swag. But the dudes who don't got swag, they ain't got that killing spirit either though. The dudes who don't have swag don't have that killing spirit, as far as we know now, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't have like a lot to go off of, you know? We don't have a lot to really go off of. Let me see. Hold up. It looks like a little article. According to the case that William have a lengthy criminal history, including guilty plea for domestic battery and strangulation and felony battery and drug charges. They ain't even hold him on the drug charges like they should have held him on the held him on the drug charges. First degree murder and attempted second degree murder. That's what's up. Look, but it look like I know Buddy. Look a player. It look like I know him though. And how old he is? Got to be more careful. I think you were 40, 46, 47. Shit, I might have went to school with Buddy. Hold on. What was his name? Little? No. I didn't go to school with nobody. First name Little. No. Didn't do it. But listen. We can't bring her back now, though. And I do understand you shouldn't be talking about the dead and all that fly shit. Hell, the dead. The dead. Out of here. Ain't nothing else we can do. Nothing else we can do. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much show you. I saw this. I saw something else. Let me go ahead and give y'all this right here real quick, because I ain't trying to hold y'all forever. Not trying to hold you forever. I just keep looking at these numbers and I'm about to bounce. I'm about to go on with my life. Let me see. We got 175 thumbs ups. Can we go ahead on and get to the 200 thumbs ups? Yes, and then she added a new man to the situation. She said, yes, that is a trailer home. Trailer home, mother of 4, added a whole new man. For some reason, these ladies cannot not be peed in. Cannot not be getting peed in. They got to have them some meat. It's a must to have them some meat. It's just the way things go sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making it up. I ain't making them do it. You know? I'm just a man. Let me go and put this up on the screen. Let me go ahead and show y'all something. Let me go ahead and grab this to see how I want to grab it. Let me see. It's coming up. It's about to let me do it. It's about to let me. And there we go. We got a story. Where I saw video, but I saw a little bit of this right here on WorldStar. I saw the full video on WorldStar, but I'm just gonna give you all, because we over here on YT and y'all know how they be acting. But caught on camera, a man is shot. Apparently, shot a apparent attacker. There was 2 dudes attacking the man, but they say that it's also a Bronx rapper.
And we turn to more breaking news this evening out of Soundview. Incredibly shocking video here shows a man apparently defending himself and then shooting one of his attackers. News 12's Greg Thompson on Commonwealth Avenue with a closer look at that video and what exactly went down there. Greg.
Come on, Greg.
Yes, this block here of Commonwealth Avenue, right up near the corner of Westchester, is almost all apartments and families. Just since we've been here, we've seen a lot of them coming outside, many of them with young children, asking just exactly what happened here. As far as what did happen, it was right over there across the street, right in front of 1240 Commonwealth Avenue, a little before 1 p.m. We will show you that video, but we do have to warn you, this is not easy to watch.
Not easy.
You can see that man in the orange shorts who looks like he's holding something in his left hand, going after the man in the blue sweatsuit who's on the ground, along with that other man in red pants who's also holding his phone. A source tells us he was actually live streaming this entire thing. Now, after the man...
I'm glad that they stopped it, because I was trying to stop it too. But they actually stops it. All right, perfect.
He was actually live streaming this entire thing. Now, after the man in the orange shorts takes the guy in the sweatsuit up against the wall, watch as he reaches into his sweatsuit, it looks like, and grab a gun. We froze the video there, but you can hear 4 gunshots, with the first one looking like it hit the man in the orange right between his shoulder blades. Both the shooter and the man in the red pants ran off at first, but then the shooter comes back to see exactly what had happened. Now,
let me explain, because I can't show it to y'all, but let me explain. All right, big buddy right here. He got that found. Orange pants and red pants don't know it. They don't know it. They tussling with Buddy. Buddy, walk him in the corner.
Entire thing. Now, after the man
right here. So what he did, he grabbed this fire and he turned it back like this. That was a hell of a shot. That's a hell of a shot. He put it back here and he just pow. Do y'all know how good you have to be to not shoot yourself in the back? He just pulled it back and pow. He caught dude like right here. He caught Buddy right here, and Buddy just fell out. When Buddy fell down, he popped the other dude in the red pants. He bammed on him. Bam, bam. He dropped both of them. Beautiful, beautiful story. I try to tell you. He dropped it because they did not know he had that fire.
To warn you, this is not easy to watch. You can see that man in the orange shorts who looks like he's holding something in his left hand, going after the man in the blue sweatsuit who's on the ground, along with that other man in red pants who's also holding his phone. A source tells us he was actually live streaming this entire thing. Now, after the man in the orange shorts takes the guy in the sweatsuit up against the wall, watch as he reaches into his sweatsuit, it looks like, and grab a gun. We froze the video there, but you can hear 4 gunshots, with The first one
Walked
looked
back
like it
and
hit the
looked
man in
at
the orange
that.
right between his shoulder blades. Both the shooter and the man in the red pants ran off at first, but then the shooter comes back to see exactly what had happened. Now, people in the area told us that they did see the shooter run off after that around the corner on Westchester towards the subway station. Cops have been here trying to talk to people in the area, get into the different apartments while keeping that stretch of the sidewalk here taped off until just a little after 4:30 p.m. where they cleaned it all. The area is pretty much all clean now, not even any cop cars left here. Now, as for the person who did the shooting, obviously no arrests have been made at this time as far as we know. As far as the person who was shot, not a lot known either. We're told that he's 27 years old and is currently at the hospital in critical condition. Now, that is latest here in Soundview. Greg Thompson, News 12, The Bronx.
They say that the dude who did the shooting is a rapper. Now, I don't know. I did not look at this doggone. I didn't look at what they was writing or anything, or if they're gonna say anything about him being a rapper. Nope, they didn't say nothing about him. But yeah. Playing. I like it. No, dog. I like it. I promise you. They out here playing and they ain't got that fire on them. Y'all think that y'all just gonna be fighting people and boxing people and beating up on people and shit, and it's just gonna be sweet like that? They thought it was sweet. They thought it was sweet. Hilarious. Hold on. A man shot in the head. So is this right here? A Bronx influencer. Maybe they got a little bit more. Nope. That's like some Instagram stuff. But yeah. Yeah. So it's a learning lesson. It's a real learning lesson. Be careful. Leave people alone. Stop fighting people out here in the doggone street. It makes no sense to fight anymore when the majority of people is shooting. Like, that's just stupid for you to bring your fists and people is bringing guns. Don't make no sense. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Let people talk, man. Let people talk. Don't do it to yourself. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. I've always wanted to ask my AI Lil Lala this right here. So, all right. So let me ask my AI Lil Lala first. Because thou shalt not kill. Hold on. Was thou shalt not kill for everybody or just people in the Bible days? The sixth commandment, thou shalt not kill, is generally interpreted as thou shalt not murder and primarily applies to the unlawful, premeditated killing of another human being, not to all killings. Do y'all know that some people, they will not take a life because they do believe that God said, don't take a life? That ain't what he was saying. And even the people who is interpreting thou shalt not kill, there is a difference between murder and killing. You know what I'm saying? There is a difference in the self-defense killing, you know. But some people, they still refuse to take somebody's life, which is crazy to me. They say, while the commandment is a foundation, no moral principle, the Bible also contains instances where God sanctions killings. Yes, he do. Particularly in the context of warfare and capital punishment crimes. Yep. Think he had done told Moses to kill all the men and all the firstborn. And take the women's as spoils of war, some spoils of the riches of some, but take all the girls. We need all the females. Damn it, you keep the monkeys so we can continue to populate the planet. Yeah. Shout out to God. You know what I'm saying? And the girls couldn't call the police, and they couldn't be like, I don't want to go with him because I can do it all by myself. It was none of that right there. They just shut the up and went with whoever picked them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They wasn't all mouthy back then. They wasn't doing all this right here when the people came and killed their husbands and their firstborns. They wasn't, stop it, you don't be killing my goddamn chick. You know who I am. They wasn't, no. Like, they wasn't, no. They wasn't doing none of that. You know who my cousin is, bitch? Nope. None of that. They just, He got his head sliced off. They just, Don't even say nothing. Bitch, You killed my bitch. Just shut up, man. Don't you say nothing. Pack a bag. Pack a bag, man, because you finna go with somebody. Pack a bag. Shout out to God. Shout out to God. They had a no violence rally. They had a no violence rally. No violence rally. It was held in the honor of the McDonald's manager who was killed by Shouty. Shouty who said it playing motherfucking hours and shit, and then ain't nobody child. She talk about she gonna take her belt off and beat people. We ain't your children. We grown bitches out here in these dog on the street. That's how that lady was on Instagram and stuff. Don't even worry about that right there. But a no violence and thing say thou shalt not kill. Here we go.
Murdered at a restaurant in East Point. Police say that she was stabbed to death by an employee.
And tonight, a no violence rally as deadly violence continues across Metro Detroit. Fox 2's Dave Kinchin was there, and he joins us now live with more. And Dave, what are they trying to do there?
Yeah, Taryn, I'll tell you this much. Faith is at the center of all of this. Prayers going up to the heavens like your TV screen right now. In the meantime, here on the east side, it's a community wrapping their arms around a family simply grief-stricken while calling for change in the community.
Every time the devil come in with our kids and our women, it's gonna cost him a soul.
Cries out to the heavens from Detroit's east side.
We are saved. Standing against violence everywhere.
Divine Restoration Ministry.
Did she say we are saved and saved against violence everywhere? Is that what she said?
We are saved. Standing against violence everywhere.
Oh, I'm glad she didn't say that. Oh, that's supposed to say we are saved and standing against violence everywhere. Girl, I thought you had done said something wrong. Go ahead, though.
Detroit's east side.
We are saved. Standing against violence everywhere.
Divine Restoration Ministries hosting a no violence rally demanding change on the streets following the stabbing death of East Point McDonald's manager Jennifer Harris. Thou shalt not kill is the main message coming from Harris's church of 18 years as the 6 children she left behind look on heartbroken.
People say, well, are you doing this because it hit home? No, I'm doing it because I don't want it to hit anyone else's home.
Pastor Tanisha.
She was the one who I had done said that need to take off all that damn makeup. I'm sick of y'all out here with all the goddamn makeup. Is you cute or is you ain't? Is you cute or is you ain't?
It because I don't want it to hit anyone else's home.
Pastor Tanisha Evans feels like she lost a daughter who served as a church usher.
When you opened up the doors of the church, her face was the first face you saw. Her smile, she had a contagious smile, and she was just a beautiful person inside out. All she did was go to church, to work, and take care of those children. She was a devoted mom.
Speakers include the mayor of East Point, where the fatal attack took place 1 week ago.
Our police department is doing everything we can, and we are desperate for solutions, but the problem is they can only show up after something's happened. And when we're having conversations, I'm glad to see what I'm seeing here today because I want to take this back to our community.
Political figures also speaking out.
Let us ensure that Ms. Harris, that her unfortunate loss
She'll probably AKA
is not in vain, but that we figure out what more we can do to bring peace into our communities. Amen.
Many ministers united in the same message. The true work begins when the cameras go away and one life is at the crossroads of possibly taking another.
When have y'all seen this politician? Because this is a politician, right? She is somebody. Ain't she is somebody? Huh? Hold on.
Political figures also speaking out.
Yeah. She's a politician, right?
Who is her? Ensure that Ms. Harris, that her
Mary, Detroit City Council. Hold on. Detroit City Council President, Miss Mary. I bet she a AKA. I bet that baby AKA.
Fortunate loss.
Got a nice little pic.
Is not in vain, but that we figure out what more we can do to bring peace into our communities. Amen.
Many ministers united in the same message. The true work begins when the cameras go away and one life is at the crossroads of possibly taking another.
I came to tell you that you matter. Your life is worth living. You are not disposable.
The owner of the McDonald's where this all took place was here. He did not speak tonight. He has vowed to pay for Jennifer Harris's funeral. Funds have also been established to take care of the kids. There's a GoFundMe online that family members are still hoping the community will support those kids through. We have a link to that on our website, fox2detroit.com. We're live on the east side. Dave Kinchin, Fox.
Live on the east side. That's what's up. So I had to look up. Looked up that sister. Let me see if I can say it how I said it. Detroit City Council President. Wait, allow. Detroit City Council President. Put that sister up on the screen for y'all. I'm trying to find the college that she had done went through, and did she ski? Did she do that right there? She was born in 87. That baby was born in 87. Hell, born in 87 or 88. We don't know. We don't know. Her mama name was Yvonne Lovett, and her daddy was a reverend. Shout it out. I looked up her mama. I think her mama was a Lyda Hughes sister, and she was a nurse. She was a Lyda Hughes sister. I looked at the images. I'm seeing nothing but Lyda Hughes sister, so I don't know which Lyda Hughes sister it was. Oh, maybe it was her. Maybe it was her. But that's what came up. Let's look up the sheriff. Reverend Harris. Harris sound like a born like 43 or something. Harris. He was a little lighter skinned than it too. Oh, all right. Okay, Horace. He a little light skinned in it. That's what's up. Look at that sugar. Look at that sugar. Mm-hmm. That's her. Yeah. Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, sugar. What I wonder what school she graduated from. Let me see some education. Because I just want to know like the colleges that she had done went through. Did she go to a HBCU? Mary had a little lamb. Mary is an American politician, a politician serving as a member of the community of the Detroit Council since 2018. That's what's up. She's a member of the Democratic Party, and the youngest person to ever hold that office. She is currently a candidate in the 2025 mayoral election. Oh snap! So she's trying to be mayor. That baby trying to be mayor. Do your thing, sister. Do your thing. Hold on. Her education was Wayne State and Central Michigan University. It's either one of those. HBCU. You say no HBCU. I don't even much know. Is Wayne State University a HBCU? No, it's not. Is Central Michigan University a HBCU? No, it's not. It's not at all. So she didn't go to one of them prestigious college. That's what's up. Listen, I guess she good peoples. out here in these streets, man. It just is what it is. I just wanted to see who was out here talking at the funerals and stuff. You know, has she talked at other vigils and stuff like that right now? Or is it like the first vigil, like the first no violence and, you know, thou shalt not kill events and stuff like that right there? No. That's what's up. Really ain't tripping. Hell, that might be all we got. It's 36 past the hour, and I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here then. I'm finna go ahead and get on up out of here because it really don't make no sense for me to be here a little bit longer. Hold on. Let me see. Did I get that? Did I capture that? We can say some things for tomorrow because tomorrow is Friday. Hold on. Tomorrow is Friday. Let me get some things off the screen. Get that out the way. That out the way. That out the way. She ain't that cute. Can't hold on to that. Throw it. Little mama can stay. She gone. Oh, I got one for, we got a house party. Oh, they got you people. Got you people out here partying. Oh, yeah, I meant to do this right here. Man. As y'all come on in, man, y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, man. I see 200. I see 203. We got another story. You say we don't care about cash apps anymore? Nah, hi. Oh, I ain't been seeing them. What the hell going on? 7:30. Okay, I did that one right there. My bad. Shout out to Rockhound Publishing for the $4.20. He say, what is wrong with her face? Says lopsided. Is you talking about our city council lady? Or is you talking about the one who had her makeup was beat on her face? I think you talking about the one with the makeup who was beat on her face. Shout out to Simone for the $1 cash out. He said the Democrats threat their constituent. Democrats treat their constituents like children. Like y'all can't do it without them. Y'all need assistance because they do believe that you cannot do it on your own. Democrats believe, the politicians believe that you all need help. You all cannot do it on your own. Without them, you can't. Without them, there's no you. You know what I'm saying? Republicans be like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We believe that you can do it on your own. I'm just saying. You say your email is coming back undeliverable to my email. You sure you send it to the right email? Let me see some. Hold on. Let me see if my email having the issues. Go to that right there. Okay. I think the last person who tried to send me something was at 7:50. I don't know what's going on. Man, I got 55,000, and that's just this year. 55,000 emails this year. Got to be more careful. Ain't that something? All right. Let's go on and check this little story out, and then I got to let y'all go. A for-profit house party hosted in Maryland. Arrested for grape. A for-profit house party host in Maryland arrested for grape, assault, and paramilitary and having paramilitary supplies.
Last July, they contacted 7 News on Your Side to say they'd had enough of their neighbor's wild
Hi, I'm Kevin. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Shark Tank. Back this thing up, y'all. Listen to this. Cut the volume on.
Say they'd had enough of their neighbor's wild for-profit parties.
I've got people lighting fireworks off in my yard. Going to the bathroom in my yard.
This is not a bathroom. This is my front yard.
The residents of Woodfield Estates, a small enclave of large homes near Damascus, wanted these advertised money-making gatherings of seemingly hundreds being thrown by their neighbor stopped.
There was a security guard with a bulletproof vest collecting money and stopping every homeowner, asking if they had paid for parking, if they were coming to the party. And then it just got worse.
And now in a twist that speaks perhaps to the validity of residents' concerns, the man who last year was in this house, who spoke to 7 News about how he hosted parties here, is now being held without bond in a Montgomery County detention center, charged with attempted rape. And that's not all.
If my neighbors have a concern, they should have written to me with proofs.
That is Eric Tataw speaking to our Kelly Lynn last year, defending the parties he threw. Well, now, according to charging documents, he is behind bars, accused of assaulting and attempting to rape a woman in that home in May of this year, just days after he was federally indicted on charges that he was supporting armed separatist groups in his native Cameroon and even ordering people there mutilated, a practice called garrying, with Tataw allegedly calling himself the Gari Master.
Whoa. That what he doing back in Cameroon?
Defending the parties he threw. Well, now, according to charging documents, he is behind bars, accused of assaulting and attempting to rape a woman in that home in May of this year, just days
deport his ass, get him from around here.
After he was federally indicted on charges that he was supporting armed separatist groups in his native Cameroon and even ordering people there mutilated, a practice called garrying, with Tata allegedly calling himself the Gari Master.
The Gari Master, called garrying, ordering people to be mutilated. Now listen, in Cameroon, isn't that dog you people? Dog you people, crimes on dog you people. Malicious. Malicious acts towards their own people. Yup. Violent.
At the House today, a woman asking us to stop taking video and declining to answer my questions about Tata or the parties.
So you say stop taking video while you going to step outside to put yourself on video and recording video. Smart.
As for those parties, the neighbors' complaints and our coverage now prompting emergency legislation just passed by the county council. It increases fines for parties like those at Tata's house to $5,000. Council President Kate Stewart telling me today she hopes it solves that problem.
It protects the peace of our neighborhoods by cracking down on these unlicensed, profit-driven events that create noise, traffic, and safety concerns.
Near Damascus, Brad Bell, 7 News.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to the...
That's what I'm talking about. You say, Willie, is this a cult? They got some things going on around there. They got some things going on. Player have somewhat of power, or you have somewhat of influence over there in Cameroon. You know. Let me see something. Let me see. Cameroon women. Let's see what the Cameroon women looking like over there. Cameroon women are diverse, represent over 200 ethnic groups and various socioeconomic backgrounds. They face challenges related to gender inequality, including patriarchal structures and vulnerable employment. However, they are also actively involved in peace building, decision making, and challenging gender inequalities through initiatives like national action plans on women, peace and security. Peace and security. All right, bam. So they're trying to make a change. Shout out to the women of Cameroon. Deport his head. Get him from around here. We don't like violence. We don't like violent men. We don't like violent men in our country. Mutilation? What you want? Why? And you know what's crazy? If I'm not mistaken, is it Cameroon to where they still cutting off women clitorises? Let me ask my la. What country in Africa are they cutting off women clitorises? The World Health Organization classifies women genital mutilation, so I got to stop saying clitorises, into 4 main types, based on the extent of cutting performed. Type 1 FGM, also known as clitoral. Let me go ahead and put this up on the screen for you good people. So I got to ask the same question so I can get the same thing that I'm looking at over here. Let me see. What country in Africa are they cutting off women clitorises? Damn it, I ain't had the mic on. What countries in Africa are they cutting off women clitorises? Now I got to press the mic button. My bad. What countries in Africa are they cutting off women clitorises? Now, why my AI la didn't say, so maybe if I go to AI mode, hold on. I'm going to go to AI mode and see if it's going to say what I'm saying. It's not even. Oh, shout out to my AI mode. This is this is like my second time using the AI mode. The AI mode done gave me an answer. The AI mode ain't with all that talking around some shit. You know what I'm saying? This is what the AI mode gave me. Countries with high prevalence of FGM in Africa include, well, the FGM is female genital mutilation. Somalia, 98. Ghana, I think that's how you pronounce Ghana, 97. Djibouti, 93%. Egypt, 91. Sierra Leone, 83. Uteria, 89. Ethiopia, 74. Gamboa, 75. Burkina Faso, 76%. Mali. They cutting off monkeys in Mali? I ain't know that. 89. In Sudan, they doing it 87%. What is wrong with you people? Do y'all understand that they cutting clitorises so the women don't enjoy sex? So listen, if y'all go overseas and y'all want to marry somebody from overseas because they have not been westernized yet, make sure that she can feel you. Make sure that she can get like a good feeling from sexual activities. Ask her about her clitoris. Ask her, have she been mutilated? I know that you're going to ask better than me just saying it like this right here. Of course, you're going to ask better, more politely. Had that thing been chopped off a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You can say stuff like that right there. This is not white folks, but this is the motherland. Ain't that what they had to say? We got to go back. Listen, ladies, American ladies. Y'all like sex and y'all like the feelings of sex. Y'all like this thing called orgasms. Don't go around there. Listen, I know that y'all want to visit to say, I've been to the motherland. And I'm not saying that if you visit the motherland that your clitoris is going to be cut off. I'm just saying that they're cutting off clitorises over there in the motherland. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying that they're going to do it when you get around there, when you get off your Delta flight or damn it, your Southwest or your Frontier flight. I ain't saying none of that right there. You can go on your little spiritual journey or your little Jesus journey to try to give back and feed the kids and all that flash. They cutting off monkeys. Female genital mutilation, FGM, which involves the partial or total removal of the external female genitalia, including the clitoris, is practiced in numerous countries across Africa. The motherland. Go back to Africa. He say Africa is a cold place. I'd never go there. Listen, back when I was young and they was teaching that, go back to Africa and we used to wear the medallions and stuff and Black Power and Africa First and all that fly shit right there. I used to want to go to Africa too until I got grown. I don't want, there's nothing, to see dirt and shit, to see animals. I don't, to see how other people living. Nah, I can watch it on the internet. It ain't that serious to me no more. Nope. We want to blame white folks for everything. One thing that we can't blame is that white folks cutting off clitorises over there. You say, Willie, you know that they really like them boys over there, though. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm thinking about it, if you don't want a woman to feel good and y'all having sex, see, but y'all do also understand that a lot of this stuff falls under religious doctrine. Just like male mutilation, circumcision is based off religious doctrine. See, they cutting off monkeys over there. They slitting that thing on off. She can't feel nothing. We get mutilated to where you can feel some stuff, but we get mutilated too, but we don't even look at it as a mutilation. We done found a way to make it seem like it's scientifical and it's biologically healthy. Y'all see how they done trained us? The same way that they had done trained us is the same way that they have trained them over in Africa, and or how Africans have been trained that's regular shit over there. Oh, it's nothing to cut off a clitoris. This is just what we do. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So why everybody's heart goes out to women getting their clitorises cut off over there in that country, notice how hearts don't go out to the males over here in America who is being mutilated, who penises is being mutilated. See how I did that on purpose? You see how we were so concerned about that shit right there? God damn, boy, they cutting off them baby smokers and shit. Yeah, but they've been slicing men up for a long time over here due to your Bible. And don't they say that if you're not circumcised, you can't make it into heaven? Or you can't rock with God or something like that? I gotta find that doggone verse. Hold on. Let me. What's the verse that says if you're not circumcised, you cannot be with God? I know it's one. Is that Genesis 17:14 states that a man who is not circumcised will be cut off from his people, which signifies exclusion from the covenant and its blessing. Let me go and put it up on the screen for you real quick. In the Old Testament, the Old Testament does present circumcision as a sign of the covenant between God and Abraham's descendants. The passages, because it's more than one passage. Genesis 17:14 states that a male who is not circumcised will be cut off from his people, which signifies exclusion from the covenant and its blessing. In the New Testament, the Apostle Paul argues that circumcision is not necessary for salvation and emphasizes faith in Christ over adherence to the law. So the Apostle Paul went against the laws that was back there in the Old Testament. And y'all do know that the New Testament was written a long time after the Old Testament. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Y'all got to understand this right here, too. You say, okay, Willie, you've been doing your research. Listen. I am one who actually read it and studied it. I be knowing a lot. I just don't be saying that. You say, well, male babies get circumcised because it keeps them cleaner and stop infections. Didn't I just had done told y'all? We found the way to normalize it scientifically, biology. It's cleaner if you cut it off. Wait, what? It's less infectious if we cut off. What? Huh? Wait. So cut my shit off. It's better. But remember, hold on. God made us like that. Isn't what God do perfect? Isn't humans created perfect? So why would anything need to be taken away from God's creation? Yeah, right. So I gotta drop my pants. At the pearly gate. Say, how else would they know? Facts. This is why I tell you people, man, if y'all just make it through Genesis, read your Bible, just make it through Genesis. And say, so it's Adam in heaven. Oh, that's deep. Trying to tell y'all, man, when y'all read that goddamn book for yourself, don't lean on nobody. Don't pray for understanding. Read that bitch like you would read any other book. I'm going to tell you why they tell you don't read it like you would read any other book. Because they don't want you. They do not want you to realize exactly what it's saying. They don't want you to be a realist when you read the book. You have to throw away common sense. They want you to throw away your common sense. They really, really do. Now listen, when I tell y'all to read it like any other book, read it like that. And then after you read it like any other book, then read it how they tell you. See, I just don't want you jump around from book here to book there because this here go with this and this will go with that. No. I'm not gonna tell you just to do it like that. That's how they gonna tell you to do it. You will not get the proper understanding unless you read it like this. So they're going to tell you how to read it to get a proper understanding. All right, cool. Believe it. Fine. First thing you do, you read that bitch like any other book. Because you have to read it the way that they want you to read it, the way that they tell you to read it. Let me explain something. It says that God is not a... What is that word called? God is not a confused... What, not... It's a C word. God is not the author of confusion. In my opinion, if he wasn't the author of confusion, there should be no reason that you should not be able to read the book from front to back and have a full understanding. I said, in my opinion. Say God is a jealous MFer. Facts. Yeah. It's about control. It's about control. We just don't see it. We just don't believe it. We just will not read it. That's all you have to read it. Read it. You ain't got to take my word for it. Yeah, you start in the beginning and it says the world is flat. It says the world is flat, and then there are thousands of people. How did they get here? Incest. I like it. Just saying. I'm just saying. You ain't got to take my word for it. You be like, Willie, you just wrong. I bet you won't read that bitch from the front to the back. You say, did I receive the Cash App? And y'all done got me here for the whole 2 doggone hours. Y'all wrong for that. I think that's disrespectful. I think that real disrespectful. How y'all done fooled me to stay in here just a little bit longer. Shout out to Sarah for the $5 Cash App. You say I found Willie Earl. Say check your email for the video. Oh, all right. I appreciate that right there. For real though. Oh, damn it. Did I miss somebody? Shout out to Layup. Shout out to Layup for the $2 Cash App. I appreciate that right there. I had done missed it. Got to be more careful. Man, thank y'all for being around here, man. Thank y'all for being around here. But I also want to say, because I don't want people's feelings to be hurt. Listen, I like you, God. I keep trying to tell y'all, damn it, I like you, God. I just like the God in the Old Testament. That's it. That's really, really it. Y'all listen, man, I give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the Nightly News around here. Y'all done held me, done kept me around here. Y'all got the lights up to 219. I appreciate that right there. You say, gatekeeper, I'm not ready to take all them shots to get over there. I am so glad that you had the experience of the motherland. I'm trying to tell you, bitch, I ain't going around there. Thank y'all for going around there and checking it out and taking cute little pictures and stuff like that right there. Enjoying with you and your family. That's what's up. You right by that. You say, Willie, we have been legit pastors for almost a decade, bro. Hell yeah, because we got certified at the same time. Remember that right there? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Almost a decade. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Listen, y'all. Don't get mad with me when I talk about your God and damn it, and your religion, because you're supposed to be strong anyway. You're supposed to be strong in your faith anyway. Don't get upset with me. I just want to promote reading it. How can I be the bad guy and I'm telling you to read it? I'm not trying to make you stay away from God. Oh, no. No, I need for you to read it. See, I was born ordained. That's what's up. Tree makes a church. You say, Willie, you know you have it. Wait, Willie, you know you have it just as much fun. You having just as much fun as we are. Stop playing with us. I am enjoying myself, but I got to go on and get on up out of here. I got to go on and get on up out of here. He say, read the books of Mormon. I started reading the books of Mormon like a while back. I think I got a book up in here, but I didn't complete it. I did not complete it. But I need to go on and try some of that right there. I need to go on and try some of that right there again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all give yourself the pat on the back. Y'all done made it to the end of the nightly news around here in these doggone streets. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life is your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm Mills. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player who was also screaming live on the green and the blue. Y'all please remember, go around here to pleasantcandles.com. Get yours today. Everything is Willie Pour. Nothing is third party. Everything comes from my warehouse to your house. We have multiple fragrances, and if you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, please go around to pleasantcandles.com and pick you some up today. Please provide your direct email. Dog, I thought I had it on screen. It's not on the screen. What is my email, y'all? The Willie Williams Show. Oh, no. The WW Show, the number 2, at gmail.com. The WW Show, 2, the number 2, number 2, at gmail.com. Y'all, please send me that good stuff like y'all been sending me that good stuff. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. Thank y'all, like I always say. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all finna go on the bounce. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Remember, stay alive.